Good morning, children. I hope you are fit and fine. I, Kavita Satyaprakash, I'll be taking computers for 8th, 9th, and 10th. Today, we'll talk about computer peripherals. So, what do you mean by the word peripherals? Peripherals is related to computer devices which are connected to computers are called as peripherals. So first we'll go to introduction and see. So now computer. What is a computer? A computer is a programmable machine which takes in the input and which gives you a successful result or an accurate result is a computer. So it mainly works on two principal characteristics are it responds to a specific set of instruction in a well-defined manner. It can execute a pre-recorded list of instructions. So in the image of computer, we can see a monitor, a keyboard, a speaker, a CPU and a mouse. So now these are the peripherals which we will be talking about in your input and your output devices. Before to that, we'll see how does our CPU work and what do you mean by CPU. So now the computer system comprises of three units. The first unit is the central processing unit. The central processing unit and input devices and the output devices. These are the three main computer system comprise of. The first we'll talk about the CPU. The CPU, we can relate the CPU as a human brain which works accurately and precisely. As its name implies, the data processing is done here in the CPU. On the right side, you can see the image of a motherboard where does all the processing is done over there. So now we'll see what do you mean by CPU. The part of the computer that executes the instruction from input is known as the central processing unit, and it comprises of two parts, and that is the control unit and the ALU unit. The control unit is called as the CU and the arithmetic logic unit is called as the ALU. So what does these two things do? The control unit tells the computer system how to carry out program instruction, and it also directs the signals from memory to the ALU. So now the arithmetic logic unit performs the arithmetic and the logical operations. Like the arithmetic operations are the addition, subtraction, multiplication and divisions. These are the operations which are done in your ALU. So now we'll see the structure of the CPU. The structure of the CPU contains the internal memory, the registers and the addresses. On the right side, we see a structural diagram of a CPU. So the CPU consists of the input. Input is the one wherein the instruction is sent to your CPU through which it can be through your keyboard. All these is the input devices. So now if the signal is passed through the input and it's been taken through the control unit, it stores over there and it carries out to the arithmetic and the logic unit. Then it passes over through your registers and through the internal memory, and then it is transferred or it is being seen on your output screen, that is your monitor. So now what do we mean by internal memory? Internal memory is also known as the primary storage or the main memory. Here also the prime memory means there are two types. One is RAM memory and the ROM memory. ROM memory is read-only memory and RAM memory is the random access memory, wherein the data goes and stores in these memories when we save the data. Then comes your registers. The computers also have several additional locations called as registers and are the special areas where your data gets stored and the instructions is saved. And there are parts of the control unit and the ALU rather than your memory. Then you have addresses. It is used to locate the data and the instructions in the main memory, and it has a unique number designates each set of addresses, or for your data each is being designated with some address to differentiate between the data. Then comes up the input device. So now many of us are familiar or we have been learning from our primary classes what are input devices and what are output devices. So input devices are the devices which we touch and feel. It's a common statement that we say. So input device is any machine that feeds the data. So input, as the name says, input, the data is being transferred to the computer is called as the input device. So now the computer and it sends information to the CPU to perform specific tasks. So which are the different types of input devices that we are studying? Is the keyboard, the trackball, the joystick, the digitizing tablet, the scanners, digital camera, MICR and OCR, OMR, barcode reader and touchscreen. So we will be learning in detail of these input devices in the furthermore classes. So now these are the main input devices that we will be studying. So now first we'll start with the keyboard. What is a keyboard? I hope everyone have seen a keyboard. Everybody at home have a keyboard at home. So now keyboards have many alphabets and numbers and some function keys. So these are the keyboard. We'll see the trackball, the joystick. The joystick we mainly use for gaming. We play games on using joysticks. Digitizing tablet, scanners, digital camera, MICR. Where do we come across MICR? We come across MICR in banks. So what does this MICR stands for? MICR stands for Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. You could have seen on the checks or on the notes with a number or a unique number which is written in your check as well as on your notes. So this device is used to scan these notes or to checks to know these are genuine or real. Then OCR is your optical character recognition, and OMR, which we do take it in very competitive exams. You might have seen OMR sheets wherein you shade those circles using your pen or pencils, and those results or the answers you shade with those pencils. So now this OMR sheet is being taken and is scanned under the OMR machine, and the system gives you out a result and there is no manual correction happening. It is the system which is correcting. The barcode reader which we see in malls or in any shopping centers, we see these barcode readers. How does this work? This is a device which is hold on the product and the product gets scanned. The rate can be written on the back side. You can see some lines written on the sticker is being stuck on the product. So that is being scanned on the barcode reader and the amount of that product is being displayed in the system in its database. So that is how a barcode reader function. And a touch screen, even a touch screen works through a sensitive panel, and your touch screen has a touch sensitive panel which senses your skin and it works. That is your touch screen. So now we'll see some of the assignment done here. So depending on the slides which you learned today, we'll be having some assignments related to that. And before to that, I want to mention you that to keep a 200 pages classwork, which will be carried out for 8th, 9th and 10th in the same classwork. So be careful with your classwork. And all these assignments, whatever is mentioned, we want you to write those assignments in this classwork itself. Okay, I hope you have understood the lesson and will be studying furthermore on this computer peripherals. So thank you.